So I counted every item in my public part of wardrobe, and here are the results. If you find this video interesting and maybe just want to give me a hand because this project took me a while, please hit that like button and subscribe button so that we can meet again for some other video. Hi everyone, my name is Aurora and welcome to this video. Today I want to share with you the results of a process of doing an inventory of my full public closet, if you will. The reason why I wanted to do this is because A, I wanted to figure out exactly how many items I actually have, B, what those items actually are, and C, what properties do those items actually have, so that I can figure out not only how to, create more outfits from those pieces that I already have, but also to know when I'm going shopping what should I actually look for. Of course, I'm not doing shopping right now because I'm in the middle of retail detox, part 2. It's been 13 months at this point since my last shopping spree. Anyway, this is not the only video I'll be sharing with you about that closet inventory. There will also be 3 other videos. One color and pattern analysis, one fabric analysis, and one style and fit analysis. This video is just a general analysis of my closet content, just so you could see, what it actually is. In this inventory, I didn't include underwear, loungewear, sweatpants, swimwear, or outerwear, shoes and bags, since that home part of the clothes is just not important enough, because most of the clothes from the public section get moved to the home section eventually, and also most of them are, in kind of bad shape and all that, and I don't really care what I wear at home, so it doesn't really matter. And shoes, bags, and outerwear collections I didn't include because, as you already know, I made videos about counting them and analyzing them and things like that, so it didn't feel like I really needed to do it right now when I am doing everything else. So if you didn't check those videos out, I will link them here. And now, if you're comfortable, if you're subscribed and all that jazz, let's dive into the analytics. The first thing, how many items do I actually have in my public part of the wardrobe? The answer is, drumroll please, a lot. Honestly, not as much as I thought. My projection was that I would count at least 250 items in my public part of the wardrobe, and luckily that didn't happen. I positively surprised myself by having less clothing than I thought that I have, and the full number is, drumroll please, 185 items. For some, that's a lot. For some, that's not nearly enough. For me, it just makes sense. I don't know. As I said, I thought that it would be more than that, so I'm positively surprised. And I'm quite impressed actually, because I really thought that I didn't have as much control over my closet than I actually do, because I thought that I won't recognize some of the items, that I won't remember from where they're from or something like that, and that just wasn't the case. I literally went through everything, there were no surprises. The only surprise was the number itself. And yes, I know for some of you that really seems like a lot. 185 pieces could mean literally that I could wear every item twice in a year, and that's it. So when you look at it like that, it really is a lot, and I don't have an excuse of not having anything to wear, if you will, because that truly isn't the case. I have a lot of clothes, but not too much, if you know what I mean. Anyway, now let's break it up. What specific items could you find in my 185 items? Well, if you watched my, closet tour, you will know how I divide my sections, and I wanted to give you a run-through of the sections. Start with the most simple division, tops and bottoms. What do you think are the numbers? Well, the numbers didn't really surprise me here, because literally half of the public section of my closet are just tops. You know, t-shirts, button-downs, crop tops, camisoles, sweaters, hoodies, and things like that. And really, that didn't surprise me at all, because I know when I look at my closet that literally, almost half of it, as it seems, are tops, and by numbers, they really are half of my closet. The other half is separated into two almost identical parts. The lesser part are dresses, and the bigger part are bottoms. In those bottoms part are skirts, pants, jeans, and shorts. When we go separately by each of those, that means 20 pairs of skirts. That means 21 pair of pants and jeans, and 6 pairs of shorts. I also have 5 pieces of overalls, which some are pant and some are skirt, so they go in that overall category of bottoms. And when it comes to my tops, I have a lot of button-downs, a lot of sweaters, and a lot of basic tees. The last thing I wanted to go through in this video with you is how many items are actually fast fashion and how many items are actually, second-hand, hand-me-downs, and vintage pieces. Of course, some of the sustainable items, let's call them like that, overlap in categories, so I just divided it into two categories: sustainable category and fast fashion category. And the results are not as good as I hoped for. These results didn't surprise me as fondly as the general numbers, because when I'm getting dressed up, I always reach for hand-me-downs, vintage, and second-hand pieces. And in my head that meant, okay, I really have a lot of those pieces. But as it turns out, not as much. I have more in my at-home part of the closet, which makes sense because the items just don't age well when they're hand-me-downs or vintage pieces, so I just wear them at home and save my better clothes for the outside world. The exact numbers are 80% of my clothing are fast fashion and just 20% are second-hand, sustainable, hand-me-downs and vintage pieces. Half of my sustainable items are hand-me-downs and the other half are vintage and second-hand pieces. And that means that on 10% of my wardrobe, a single cent wasn't spent, and I actually got them free. I'm not sure what to do with that information, because right now I have an urge to go to second-hand store and buy so much stuff just so that the numbers would be more in my favor. But I know that I won't be doing that, because by doing that I won't be sustainable and I will also be breaking my retail detox, and we don't want to do that. However, I'm not sure that I will ever be stepping into a fast fashion store ever again, because 80% of 185 pieces is a lot, like a lot. I know that those pieces are not the only pieces that I ever bought at a fast fashion store. I've been buying at fast fashion store for years, and I've been purging ever since and donating and giving away and things like that. So that means that I contributed largely to the fast fashion industry, and I'm sorry for doing so, and I hope that I will never be doing that mistake again. And some other interesting numbers that might interest you: I bought 3 pieces at local boutique stores. I have more boutique pieces actually than that, but because some of my hand-me-down pieces are from local boutiques, but I just wanted to put them in the category of hand-me-downs, just so that I could know how many hand-me-downs I actually have. Also, I have one single special item, and that is a designer dress, a gift that I got when I was an ambassador for a brand 2 years ago. I wore it only once ever since, because it's really red carpet appropriate, and I wanted to single it out because I thought that I would never in my life have designer pieces, so I wanted to show you that, you'll never know when something like that will drop into your life. Anyway, that would be all. As I said, expect 3 other videos. fabrics, colors and styles. Check them out to see even better breakthrough of items in my closet. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it inspired you to, take a paper and a pen and go through your closet, or take your phone and, take an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet of any kind and just put it on in. For the categories that I use that will be useful for you, maybe for doing an analysis of your wardrobe, are number of items, the type of item, the main color, the secondary color, the pattern, the style, the fit and the origin of the clothing item. The reasons why doing inventory of a wardrobe would be helpful to you is A, you would know what you actually have, B, you would know how to pair those items the best because you will have literally a whole list of every item. C, it might help you change your spending habits because when you see how many items do you actually have, and then when you see where those items originated from, and when you think about all the consequences of such decision, it just doesn't make sense. So I hope you will do it and think about it hard. What can you change? What can you do better? I'm not a minimalist. I don't think that having 30 items in your closet is a goal that we should all strive for. I love having fun with my closet. I love dressing up. I love creating new and exciting outfits that I would never put together or that I've never seen on anybody else. And for that reason, I love having a lot of clothes. I don't think that having a lot of clothes is a crime in itself. I think that not caring for the clothes that we have, overspending, overpurging, and just not valuing things that we have and things that we're getting, those actions are not in terms with my core values, so that's why I'm not participating in them. But in the same time, I'm not pushing myself to go beyond the border of what's acceptable to me and what I'm willing to sacrifice to be more sustainable. As I always say, the most sustainable thing that you could do is to wear what you already have and not go searching for new pieces. And the last thing before I let you guys go, thank you so much for all of your support. Still blowing me away. We are a month away from my first YouTube anniversary. It's been a ride. I loved every second of creating videos, editing them, and talking with you guys. I'm so happy that I inspired some of you to actually do retail detox, to do closet inventory, and just to shop your own closet. I'm happy to see that you enjoy watching my videos, and thank you so much for more than 90 subscribers. I am so happy and grateful for all of you, and I hope I will see you some other time. Bye!